breath's an incredibly powerful mind-body link, and although we all breathe all the time, every day, we don't often stop to pay it much attention, but different styles of breathing change with different moods and emotional states. If people are anxious, they often breathe a bit gaspy, don't breathe out very much. If someone's really stressed, sometimes their breathing clamps down. If someone's panicky, it can be high and fast. If someone's sad, sometimes it's more of a slumping, pausing for a while. So it really helps to be aware of the breath, and we can use some yoga styles of breathing for a range of purposes, to calm down, to energize, to move into meditation states. So I'll get you just to sit away from the back of the chair, and it helps just to sit tall. So if you rock back a little, you'll feel the weight go to the back of the sitting bones and you slump a bit. If you rock forward, if you go too far, it's a bit awkward, but if you just have the weight just slightly forward in the sitting bones, you'll sit tall. That frees everything up to be able to breathe. And for the breathing, we want to breathe through the nose if you can. Helps to refine, regulate the breath a lot better than breathing through the mouth. Has a lot of benefits. And then breathing using the diaphragm. These days, a lot of people tend to breathe high in the chest, and taking a deep breath is like trying to cram a bit more in up top. So we're using the diaphragm. The diaphragm is this big sheet of muscle fibers connected to the lower ribs, and they float upwards at rest to a central tendon. So at rest they're like a parachute or upturned bowl. When you're breathing in, the muscle fibers thicken and contract, they flatten down, and the belly moves out a bit, the lower ribs move out a bit. So I'll get you just to put your hands on the lower ribs like this, and then just as you're breathing in, just seeing if you can breathe low, and you feel that the ribs expand a bit. Breathing out, just letting go to start, you feel them come back in, the diaphragm floats back up. Breathing in, there's that expansion, breathing out, letting go. And then just taking the hand just below the ribs on the abdomen, because you can get the feeling as you're breathing in, diaphragm pulls down, and the hand goes out a bit, the belly goes out a bit. Breathing out, just relaxing, it floats up. Breathing in, the belly gently goes out. You're not pushing it out, just allowing that gentle movement and breathing out. And we're going to extend the exhalation this time by squeezing in the abdominal muscle. Squeezing in the belly muscle just extends the exhalation. That has a calming effect. So breathing in, diaphragm pulls down, hand goes out, belly goes out. And breathing out, just relaxing to begin. Then squeezing in the belly. And even the pelvic muscles can pull in and up a bit, as if you're pulling in and up the perineum, the base of the pelvis. That sets up this nice flow. Breathing in, hand goes out, belly goes out. Breathing out, relaxing to start, and squeezing in the belly, extending the exhale. And releasing. So doing that tends to have a very calming effect. Breathing low, diaphragmatically has a calming effect. It stimulates the vagus nerve, which has a calming effect on the body. Breathing slow is calming, and extending the exhale is calming. Extending the inhale tends to be more energizing, but we're using this for calming here. Second breath we're going to do is the full breath, often called a full yoga breath, where we begin breathing diaphragmatically and then add in breathing to the middle and upper chest. And so they're added as sort of secondary to using the diaphragm, which is a really good way to be using, not overusing them. So breathing out together, then breathing in, using the diaphragm to the lower, then the middle, opening the chest, and the upper, just widening the shoulders a bit, not lifting them at all, breathing out from the upper, the middle, the lower. Breathing in to the lower, middle, and the upper. And we're looking to do this for about 5 or 6 seconds in, 5 or 6 seconds out. And the exhale here is pretty much just passive, just relaxing on the exhale. One more breath in. And breathing out. The middle and the lower. We'll do another breath now. This is a classic yoga one where you breathe through alternate nostrils. Traditionally, you turn down these first 2 fingers and use the thumb and these other 2, but if that's awkward for you, you can use the thumb and index finger. So The different nostrils connect with energy channels in yoga. The right nostril with a more fiery energy, Pingala, the left with a more calming energy, Ida, and in Western science, I find it stimulates the opposite hemispheres, bringing the brain activity into balance. So taking the fingers like this, if that's comfortable, or thumb and index finger is okay. Gently blocking the right nostril with your right thumb, breathing in through the left. Then opening the right, gently blocking the left nostril out through the right. In through the right. Opening the left, gently blocking the right, out through the left. Opening the right, just blocking just under the bony bit of the nose. And in through the right. Out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. And just doing a couple more rounds, just in your own pace, just as slowly as is comfortable. Just nice, slow, full breaths. And when you next exhale through the left, just letting go. So it's a really nice breath, that one. It tends to have this nice effect of helping you to feel alert but also quite relaxed. It's really nice as a break if you want to push back, even from a desk. If you're working at a desk, it tends to bring the brain function sort of into balance in a nice way, as they sort of explore it in the West now. So I did just encourage you to really try to be aware of the breathing. You can use it in all sorts of ways. So we began today really trying to be aware of the diaphragm, breathing diaphragmatically, low and slow. It's a calming breath, extending the exhale is calming. Then we moved on to a full breath in with a more passive breath out, and just trying to move that, just breathing as slowly as is comfortable for you. Breathing 5 or 6 seconds in, 5 or 6 seconds out is sort of a goal, but that might be a bit slow for you to begin. Never forcing anything, keeping it nice and gentle, but working towards that. That's a great breath for general health. It brings all sorts of body activities into balance. And then doing the alternate nostril breathing, a traditional yoga breath, is really nice for bringing also the energies of the body into balance. Yeah, I hope you might enjoy playing with a few of those different breathing styles.